was a lot easier to pick up than I expected. It's come with a lot of hard work. I think the fact that I'm probably naturally more a cyclist than I ever was a swimmer. I look more like Chris than I do Michael Phelps, so I'll take that as nature's way of turning me into a cyclist.
Well, you saying you picked the wrong sport then initially?
I think I don't have the opportunity to go on velodromes. I mean, there's 2 indoor velodromes in the country of an Olympic standard, and everything else is all outdoor tracks around running tracks and stuff. And it's just not the same. Like they're not accessible everywhere. So to have the opportunity when I did to have a go on the track in Newport, had that track not been there, I probably wouldn't even be cycling.
Was it because you'd achieved what you'd achieved as a swimmer and you thought, right, I need a new challenge, or was it that you'd always had that burning desire to get in a velodrome?
I've always fancied having a go on the track and stuff. Since watching Chris in the 92 games and then watching him and O'Brien sort of battling the hour records out, always held something in my heart about the velodrome, but never had one close by or never had the opportunity to try it. And I was getting towards the end of my swimming career. I was working for the World Championships that year, but that was probably going to be my last event anyway. And then I had this disability open day that I attended and got on the track, and once one of the coaches had spotted me and realised there was a little bit of talent there, it was just then persuading me there was a little bit of talent there and actually harnessing it and getting me to move over.
So contrast how you feel now about going to these games doing cycling to when you first went out to a games as a swimmer. I mean, is there more excitement this time around?
There is. I mean, it's quite nice. I mean, it is essentially my first games, but as a cyclist. But I'm fortunate enough that I've got 3 games in the past as a swimmer to use as experience. So I know what the village is like, I know what opening ceremonies are like, I know what all the bits and pieces with all other sports all joining together are like. So all those elements that would be new to me if I was first time Paralympian, it would be that they're out and they're kind of on the shelf and I know what to deal with those. It's just dealing with an Olympic competition now, and to be honest, it shouldn't be any different to the World Championships. It's run by the same guys, it's just a different track in a different venue on a different day, so hopefully it should all go alright.
Are you surprised yourself with the way you've succeeded so far?
Yeah, I surprised myself how quickly I was going in such a short space of time. The time I did at the World Championships in 2006, which was my first major international, was a time that I thought would probably win in Beijing. But to do that and then take time off that ever since, I'm now 3 seconds quicker than that and looking to go even quicker in Beijing. So yeah, I'm kind of amazed because I didn't think that was possible to do those sort of times on the sort of little training I'd done. So I'm really pleased. I'm averaging like 32, 33 miles an hour now for the kilo, so it's quite exciting.
Do you think when you get to Beijing and you get in the camp and you see all your mates in the swimming team, will there be a little a pang of envy that you aren't diving in a pool?
I have to say, envy of swimming in the water cube, that looks an amazing building. And if I was swimming, that would be one of the little highlights for me. But no, I've had my time as a swimmer. My girlfriend's still on the swim team, so I still have got a lot to do with the swimmers. She'll be at the pool cheering her on anyway. But no, I'm quite happy with the track and the adrenaline rush I get from doing 40 miles an hour around the bank.